What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and we're back. So this may potentially be the last episode of the Dark Souls 2 Randomizer, depending on how things go. That's new. They don't usually shoot a laser down from the sky. But anyway, somebody on Twitter mentioned, you know, if I can't get a key, why not just try using the hex editor to add it in? The same thing that I've done whenever, you know, other things have gotten me stuck until now. So I took that route, and unfortunately was not able to get it to work. I took the Vine Balm that I had, and so the way that the hex editor works usually is I'll take this has 6 for example, and I'll deposit 1 in the box, and then I'll find the number that changed to 5, then I'll deposit 1, and I'll find the number that changed to 4, and it'll allow me to identify an item, and then I'll go, and as I'm about to deposit it into the box, I'll change what that item's ID is, and then in the box appears what I need. That's how I made 54 of these fuckers. That's how I've done, that's how I made, where's all the, yeah, I made a bunch of the dragon bones, I made all the chunks that way. But it doesn't work for key items because they're like a separate entity. So I could not get the key that way. Tried doing it, changing a key's value, like I found the code for Leningrast's key, which obviously I wouldn't need this anymore, and I tried to change this to the tower key, but there's like 20 or 30 different values in the hex matching for this key. And without changing those one by one and just hoping that one of them works, there's no way to really know, basically. And the problem lies that with changing those, if I change something that I wasn't supposed to change, all of a sudden it completely corrupts the save, and then we're just fucked. So, basically, what I'm trying to say here is, unless I randomly find that key while running around, I'm not going to be able to fight those other 2 bosses. And while in theory I could still be like, alright, well, you know, I can go through this whole DLC, and I can go through the other DLC. The thing that has me worried is, if I'm running into issues now, who's to say I'm not going to run into the same issue in this DLC? Like, for example, the thing that lets you see invisible stuff. That might not spawn. Or the key I need to make the elevator work. That might not spawn. And considering all the other bullshit this randomizer has given me up till now, if it decides that it's not going to spawn a bunch of other stuff, that'll probably be the final draw in the coffin. And what's annoying is, like, you know, from the start, that's what the randomizer was all about with Dark Souls 1, is, that was fucking stupid, I did not hit that button. You know, it randomized everything. It randomized your keys, so you had to explore all over and look for them. Which I'm fine with. But this game's randomizer is obviously not designed the same way. So, while key items are supposed to be static, unmoving drops, they're not. Now, I would be okay either way, whether the key items were static drops or not. You know, if I have to hunt down a key item, cool, I'll hunt down a key item. But when key items are supposed to be standardized, and then suddenly they're not, it runs into the same concern of, you know, is that key even in the game? Because as we've seen, I've gotten things, like this game doesn't randomize on an equal scale. It does a base item swap. So for all I know, the fucking key might not even be in the goddamn loot pool. Because, as we've seen, I've managed to get Cyan's legs like 854 fucking times, and God knows how many Falconer helms, and, you know, who knows what other piece of fucking armor. So, my concern is that I'm probably never going to find that fucking key, even if I went back and picked up all the potential loots that I've missed, and the game has decided to fuck me, so I'm gonna play through the frozen anus of Ilium Lois, and we'll see if it decides to fuck me again. Oh my god. This place sucks. I forgot how much this place sucks. All the magic damage. Don't you have pretty high magic? No, you don't. You have high lightning. You have shit for magic. Looks like I can knock him down. Dark gauntlets, oh boy. I will say that from what I've read thus far, it looks like the guy that's designed the randomizer for Dark Souls 3 is not the same person. Actually, I didn't even look at the names. I just reading their replies and shit. Let me check. Let me check real fast here. Dark Souls 3 randomizer Nexus. Because if it's the same person, then that's already a hard stop. Because if I did stop doing this, I would start doing a Dark Souls 3 randomizer. But I want to see if it's the same dude or somebody else that adapted his code. Bloodshot eyes. Alright, it is a different person indeed. So that's good. One was made by JGW Man. One was made by... where was his name at? It was like Crunchy Boy or something. Let's see, where's the fucking author? Files, posts. Coinsworth. So, different author, may potentially work. I'm not just going to count it out and say, no, I'm not going to do it. But from what I'm reading in like the posts at least, it seems the 3 randomizer should work a little bit better. Apparently he makes it so key items are partially randomized, but within your applicable zone. So for example, Ash Estus Flask, which is a key item that you need to find, can be found somewhere in one of the early starting areas allowing you to proceed. Just not guaranteed where you typically pick it up. Which is a lot more, it's a lot closer to how the randomizer worked for Dark Souls 1. Well, Dark Souls 1, yeah. I mean, actually, that's exactly how the randomizer worked for Dark Souls 1. Items were moved to a location where they were usually still accessible, but they were randomized, including key items. So, that might be a lot more enjoyable. But we're going to try and get through Ilium Lois first. I didn't come this way through the whole damn game to stop here. Just for shits and giggles though, at the end of this episode, we're gonna go to my inventory, like at the box, and we're gonna see just how many fucking duplicates I've gotten. Because it's like, it's at the point where like it's not even comical anymore. It's just like game. It's time to stop. my god, this is what it feels like to have cancer, I think. Why so hard, though? You're baited. Alright, so that situation got a little hairy for a bit, but we made it out. Out of my way. I'll smash you. It's just the same, isn't there? Doesn't it go up higher? I remember it goes... Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Daddy. Oh wow, there's a bleed stone. You know, I've never really paid much attention to it, but life gems are kind of cool when you think about it. It's like a little crystal, and just crushing it in your hand allows you to, like, absorb health. Or, like, what are they made out of? Crystallized souls. It's kind of metal when you think about it. You're taking the crystallized souls of just randoms and crushing them up and absorbing their essence to heal you. Pretty badass when you think about it like that. Good night, Crystal Man. About to say, I'm like, if you don't fall off the ledge, I'm gonna be really disappointed in all that. Great Keeper armor. Which I think part of it is the changes to combat with like weapon arts and whatnot in Dark Souls 3. I think that'll be a really welcome addition to something like a randomizer. Because while I do miss power stancing, you know, power stancing is pretty cool. You know, weapon arts are so nice. Like, there's so much useful. It's so useful having weapon arts because, you know, some of them are fucking super useful. Some of them are just kind of like meh. You know, I'd say a good example here. So you have the scimitar, not the saber, but like the real thinny skin one, the real thinny skin one, the real skinny thin one, where you just do like a little circle and it doesn't really do any damage. Like it's basically pointless to ever use the thing. But then you have like the weapon art on the Ring Knight spear, where you suddenly become fucking amazing. It's like you know, you dive in at the target with it, and then fucking sweep, and then like you dive at them, sweep with the spear, and then just do an up thrust with it, just exploding fire out. Like it is probably, like if I had to like rate weapon arts from like most to least badass, that's probably my favorite one. There's a lot of cool weapon arts, but that's some next level shit. And the only thing we really have even close to that in Dark Souls 2 is the Moonlight Greatsword Blast, which is, you know, that's been around fucking forever. I don't even think we can count that in good faith. Where are you going? We have the Spitfire Spear, which, let's be honest, it's gimmicky as fuck, and most of the time it does nothing. And then we have the Drake weapons, which the one with the blasts is pretty good. The skinnier one, not so much. But in Dark Souls 3, it's like just about every weapon has some kind of gimmick like that, which, you know, while not all of them are useful, it's still a fact that they exist, which is appreciated. I don't even know how that hit, but just take the hit. I'll just let it happen at this point. I want to push up to where I get the invisible eye, because that's going to be a big part of whether or not it's viable to continue with this run. I don't think there's a reason going over there. No, I need a key for that. I do not have that key yet. This is mostly frozen, yeah, the Mimic. There's no point doing that yet. And I don't know what it is about these DLCs and big knights that just like getting fucking backstabbed. It's like a fetish with FromSoft DLCs. This one, oh, let's give him a big... We're gonna give him a giant, Really, dickhead? Really? You have... Oh my god, look at his fucking health. I just want to point out that a single one of those hits for almost 1,000 damage on him. I was hitting for 979 two-handing that, and I hit him, what, 4 times with it? Which means he has roughly 5,000 fucking health. Why? Why, though? Like, why is that a thing? Why does this bitch have 5,000 health? Do I know how much health I have? I have 2,200. Why does he have more than double my health? Oh, he's an NPC invader. It should be harder. No. No. Enemies. This thing. Give this thing more health. That thing can have more health than me. Dick Knows Forlorn. No, he does not need more health than me. Not that much more. thing is, like, I don't even really care about killing him because I know all I'm gonna get out of it is another fucking notched whip. To be honest, I should just be running through this shit because you, like, have to do a... You almost have to do a second run through this. It's basically necessary. Just to get the loot. But the shit's frozen in chests. You missed. Apogee.
Turn away.
No.
And never look back.
No.
No one must ever find that which is sheltered in their voice.
Shut up. Give me your loots. Let's see. Do we have the thingy to clear the blizzard? Aye, the priestess. We do. Shouldn't have fucked with me. Alrighty. Inner wall. And a dwelling. 23 minutes. I think we take out Kitty. Let's go fight Frost Kitty. I mean, we got the thingy, why not? Shut up. Ellie is like the one phantom I trust. Every time I bring her along, I win. Let's go, Ellie. I like how she's like, this city has nothing to offer, and then she's like, don't come after the old chaos. Like, I thought you said there was nothing here. Now suddenly the old chaos is here and you don't want to tell us about it? Like, come on, lady, make up your mind. Which is it? Is there nothing here? Or do you just not want to tell us about the goodies? Oh, I forgot about that. Your weird kitty roar explosion attack. Oh, yeah. That's right. This is a... I forgot that cancer exists in this fight too. Oh, that should be fun. I know she's weak to fire, but I don't have fire. Wonder if there's any difference between fire and dark. I might need to just go for a one weapon right here. But I'll try it with the 2 one more time. If I can't kill her here, I can always fight her. Different video. I don't have to kill Tiger this early. Wow, they turned on me. Oh, the 360 Paul technique. It's one I haven't seen for a while. Listen, dude, we already killed fucking Foom Knight. If we can beat him, we can definitely beat you. You need to just lie down. As much as I hate hurting kitty cats. We're 73. That's not actually 236. I think the attacks are being stacked. As long as I keep your health lower than Ellie's, we'll probably win this. Yes, Ellie, heal up. Well, your pyromancies, they hurt to look at. They're so weak. Oh, shit. Good night, kitty cat. Sorry I had to kill you. Crushed eye orb. Wow. We're supposed to get that all the fucking way back when we were on our way to Vendrick. You to remove the frost. For some reason I was like, where's Ellie at? And then I was like, that's right, she leaves. $107,000. I'm gonna go make a visit to Gavland. Get some loots. Hello. Yes, yes, yes. Just, I know, you froze everything over. I'm here to kill the chaos, put the king to rest, and then give you the dick. What's in the loot? There's waistcloth. Hooray. Alright. So, as promised, before we wrap up, let's take a fucking look, shall we? So, first thing I'm gonna do is combine everything. Now, let's take a look. Helmets, 3 imported hoods, 2 of those, 2 Helm of Aruses, 3 regular Helm of Aruses. Hollow Soldier helms, you know, those are farmable, so whatever. There's a lot. There's also a lot of Hollow Infantry. 3 Shadow Masks, a bajillion Prisoners hoods. Like, literally. Bunch of Bellboy stuff. Old Ironclad, a bunch of Allen Captain stuff. A couple Cyans in there. Grave Warden masks, got a bunch of those. Got a fuck ton of Falconer helms, hell yeah. Same with Old Knight helms. I go Old Knight helms for days. Let's see, chests. Plenty of these, as expected. Plenty of those, as expected. Plenty of prisoners. Lots of Archdrake robes. Peasant attire. Royal swords and armors. Cyan's armors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Hide Knight chainmail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's amazing. 3 Grave Wardens. All the Falconers. Multiple Drake Keepers. Multiple Leywin, multiple Sanctum Knights. Let's see our hands. The imports. Like an infinite amount of Hollow Infantry gloves. They just seem to never end. 3 Hide Knight gauntlets. 2 Grave Warden cuffs. 3 Drake Keeper gauntlets. Wanderer boots. Hollow leggings. Lots of Hollow Infantry boots. Those seem to be a hot item. Oh, and don't forget the Shadow leggings, also a very hot item this season. And Prisoner's waistcloths. And Grim Warrior boots. Yeah, can't forget those Seldora trousers. Gotta have plenty of those. And then the Cyan's leggings, baby. I got those for days. Don't forget the Grave Warden set that also drops like candy, along with Falconer gear. I don't know why. Falconer gear and Cyan's gear have apparently replaced life gems for the course of this game. And then last but not least, let's not forget the quadruple fucking wing of resistances that I have. Because everyone needs to have... Oh no, excuse me, this is a +1. Okay, so I got 3 basic bitch versions and a +1. Okay, my mistake. Glad I got 2 dex rings. That'll come in useful. Anyway, rant over. We'll catch you guys next time.